What's up? What's up? It's Tasman, the boss man Tanasi. So, I just wanted to shoot a quick video. Um, I'm just kind of being a little bored today. I decided I was going to go up to 7-Eleven and get a pizza and a big gulp. And I purchased my items. Went outside, I sat down, and I kind of like to just sit there, kind of enjoy the view as far as see, people coming and going. Uh, it's always good places to meet people once in a while. But there was a young lady, you could tell she probably hadn't eaten for days. So, you know, I gave her a couple pieces of pizza. She said thank you and stuff, and I didn't really ask her, what's going on with her. I really don't judge people because I think the biggest criticism that I have as far as judging anyone is myself. But obviously she's going through some hard times. I don't know what her story is. She said thank you, and then she kind of moved on, and then she came back through, and there was a gentleman there, and she asked the gentleman if he had a little bit of money just to buy her something to drink. Well, needless to say, that person didn't, just kind of said no, and went on his way. I can understand people begging and stuff, and you not wanting to give out something to someone that's homeless or someone that seems like they look in a certain type of situation. But things like that kind of, they frustrate me, because it's like we can't even help our own people, but we can go to these other countries and support them and rebuild them. But yet our country has a high homeless rate, and people out there, they're struggling to survive. I mean, like in my last video, I'm talking about making $10 an hour. $10 an hour, man, that's. I mean, it could be good money if you lived at home with your parents, you didn't have any bills, and it was, a job that, you make your $10 an hour, go home and, spend it on your sneakers or whatnot. But for someone to live in this economy, $10 an hour is just like 10 cents. I mean, it's not enough money to live. It comes out to what, $400 a week. And like I was saying, I make basically $5 an hour, because $5 of that's going to go to my kids, and that's not really an issue to me. The issues is like, we can't even take care of our own people. We can't make sure that people have a roof over their heads, or their income is based on how corporate America can make as much money as they can make before they fold that business and take all that money and disappear. Because that's a lot of times what happens with a lot of these big businesses, is they'll make as much money as they can and put out as little money, and then they just disappear and start another business, switch the name, do whatever they're going to do. And it leaves people like us struggling. And the reason why I say that is that young lady, she's struggling. She's struggling in life. Something happened to her where she's not happy with her life. She's trying to survive. She really has no one giving her the proper guidance to go in the right direction. Whatever's going on with her is probably someone sees her, picks her up, uses her, and then throws her to the curb, but doesn't really help her. And it's a struggle that I have every time I'm out here and I'm riding around, or I'm going to do something, or I meet someone new. Like I said, I don't really make any money to survive. My brother, he lets me stay at his place, And I'm looking at what I'm making and seeing how I can help him out. But he keeps telling me, keep that money and get your shit situated so then you can go back home. But I just have a hard time looking at people walking away from people that even a 79-cent drink would have made that person happy for the day. You don't know what she's going through. You don't know what's going on in her life. We all have different addictions. You could be addicted to food. You could be addicted to movies. You could be addicted to anything. Drugs is an addiction, and it's taken over a lot of places, but that's not necessarily the reason why a lot of these people are homeless. I'm a prime example. I'm pretty much homeless because I don't have a residency that I could call my home and have mail sent there and have everything set up a certain way to call it my home. And I have a job, and that pays $10 an hour, and there's no real good overtime to try to accommodate that $10 an hour to increase it just a little bit so I can actually, live a little better. But I'm looking at, I scraped up $7 in nickels and dimes. I haven't counted my pennies yet, but I'm sure there's a couple dollars there. I had to borrow some money until I go get my check on Monday and see what I could actually live on, because next week I got to work, and then see how this progresses on how much money I'm going to make in a month. To live on, whatever $800 or $700 a month, that's hard. That's real hard, And I see why there are so many people turn into crime, turn into the street game, turn into certain affiliations, turn into whatever they need to do to survive. Because I've been there. I've been in those type of situations. When I say I grew up on the streets, yes, I grew up on the streets at a very young age. I was adopted, yeah, but I ran away from home. I thought the decision I made with this family was a good decision. It got me and my brother off the streets. It got us, through high school and into the Army, and moved on with our lives. But we don't talk to those people. I mean, they really have nothing for us. When I was 18, I left the house and I ended up going to stay with my girl, and it's hard. And growing up and seeing different lifestyles and how things pan out. I mean, I've been in drug houses. My mom, when she did have us, we seen a lot of different things, and it wasn't pleasant. It was hard. Going a day or two without food, learning how to hustle up food, talking to people. I mean, that's kind of why I am a people's person. But now, where I'm at right now, I'm not even really a people's person, because every time I try to help somebody out, they end up just screwing you over. They just take and don't give back. I helped a guy out in California, help him through a month and get through what he needed to get through to accomplish his business and get it back rolling. I'll never see nothing from him. I knew that when I went into it, but sometimes you have to give to receive. And what I'm looking for in life is to be back where my kids are, to be able to do the things that I tried doing that failed, because I know I can make it happen. But it's hard, and I get frustrated because I see a lot of people struggling, and those that aren't struggling, they're not really being helpful. And I can understand to a certain point, like if you're getting hit every day from that same person, but who knows? You know, that soda that young lady wanted could have made her night tonight. You know, she could have drank something, just relaxed. She got something in her belly, you know, drink something, have something to drink, and then, you know, go on to what she's doing, you know. But I just kind of wanted to throw a video out there. I'm just out and about trying to get out of I just got out of the apartment so I could kind of get some fresh air, kind of think, figure out how I'm going to make my moves and what I'm going to do. But I've been thinking about it lately. I'm doing a documentary on, you know, how life is and what the struggle is really about, and hopefully reach people so they understand that, you know, even a guy that has a job, the economy doesn't allow us to make enough money to live. And even those that do have good money that's coming in, they're still struggling because the situations that they're in, they probably had to downsize due to whatever was going on in their situation. So they're not, you know, where they were before. But yeah. Anyways, I just want to throw a quick video out there. Just kind of give my thoughts on a situation I kind of walked into. I felt the young lady, I was going to go in and buy her a soda, but she disappeared on me. But I'm sure I'll probably run into her again. Who knows? That usually happens every now and then. I run into the same person, and you know, hopefully she's doing a lot better than what she's doing now. You know, even though I can't really afford to help anyone out, I still give what I can give to help the situation at that point, because it might help them really think about what they need to do to help out their situation overall. One simple thing might trigger that. So anyways, until next time, don't talk about it, be about it.